My brothers, now good evening. The problem is not very so because I'm not getting lights. I just normal light now I put. Thank you very much. Please, if you are hearing me right, yes, in the comment section, you go, you will soon die. You let me know. So thank you very much. I get update for now this evening. So waiting they go on now. The palace of the Oba of Benin is fighting to stop the creation of Anima, allegedly fighting to stop the creation of Anima states. As I speak to you now, they have started sending people to Anioma to say that they owns the land. Now the most funniest part of it, the propaganda the palace of the Oba Benin is now using is that they say that they burn the whole Anioma. They will go there, they will first go bribe them down. This one will come, they show them inside bush. They show them, say, oh, many years ago, now Oba Esige, now he born these people, we found this community. Now only Oba, now they born everybody. The people wey come una come meet for the land, they no dey born human being. This thing is becoming very terrible. This thing must stop. And normal people, you people, as I don see try reach, I don see open una eye reach, at least I have tried. This nonsense, this please, if you are hearing me on the YouTube, una right ears, these things they are, this Oba Palace is doing now, it's very funny now. It's so funny. I don't know how to describe it. That is what is going on now. If you just go, they don't recruit people now. They are fighting against the creation of Anioma State. They are not going from one village to another village. They are not discouraging the elders, telling them that Oba of Benin gave birth to them. The thing is just going around like a wildfire. Please, if you now they watch me for YouTube, now they hear me when I write yes on the comment section. You have to write yes. Let me know if you are seeing me. I don't know how this people did think. When I never see the video, they go viral. They get another one what they see do today. They see go one place. I don't forget the name of the village. Now this one I come the rain, huh? I don't understand though. It's just very funny. Please, on TikTok, if you are hearing me, please write yes on the comment section. Now the new style with the newly take command, now be this one. Now they born everybody now. The thing just imagine me. Please, if you are watching me on the YouTube, write yes if you are hearing me. The latest update now just the grand now. Now they see them for TikTok. Now the Oba of Benin now they give birth to everybody. Now they give birth to Onitsha Olona. Now they give birth to Iseluku. Now they give birth to Agbo. Now they give birth to Bavo. Now they give birth to Umunede. Now by the way they hear for their mouth about Zoba, about Ewale. We get one with one village they even go to they say that one woman I give birth to the village, one Oba daughter, Delayo. Una so that not be Yoruba. Una they answer Yoruba name. Say na one Oba daughter what they call Delayo Ewale daughter. Now I give birth to one village and with the world now they stop all those rubbish. I know they tire for all those nonsense. Eh? All this no dey tire una. Because of the creation of Anioma states, the Oba of Benin Palace does not love truth. Thank you for sending me rules. You see, please, if you are watching me, this page now is a place where you can hear more facts about our history and our identity. You can expose these criminals. But the only thing you have to do, you have to be sharing all this video so that people can know what is going on. This is unbelievable. Now the latest updates now they tell una now. They are going around all their Neoma now, say that dem born all of them. Why una no go Rome? Una go thousand and born Rome for Eastern land? Abi na dey forbid to Rome. Suppose una succeed in beheading Agba the Great, una for talk say na born Rome. This have become worrisome. I don't know if na money they dey share give all those old men o. The thing is becoming worrisome. Every day, the palace of the Oba Benin is the one sponsoring them because those people are agents. They are directly working in the Oba palace or indirectly. Hmm? This is a very funny something that we have to stop now. We have to wake up and stop. You people have to send. I don't know why the Nneoma people are very flexible. You are allowing criminals from Oba palace to penetrate into your community, telling you that they are your aunts, they are your father, and they will say you people are Igbo. They address you people as Igbo, Igbo no mama. You know what is the meaning of Igbo no mama? Slave, that useless slaves. So do you mean that the Oba Abini was giving birth to slaves in olden days time? Eh? I think he's hungry that is making some of all those Anyama village to be making fools of their old age. Hmm? I saw all these things today. I was very fun. I was laughing. This is the latest thing they are now doing now, the palace of the Oba Abini. They have started sharing money. I even saw one Urubo boy. If somebody tell me Urubo person can come out in this 21st century, come talk say na Oba Abini be im ancestor, I will never believe. And I was very surprised today when I saw one Urubo. You know, so if you don't talk something that will please the host, they will drop you. Yeah? The people of Okbe, there was never a time Oba Abini gave birth to them or Oba Abini came to found Okbe. And it was very clear that when Oba Ewure was waging war around different towns, he was able to invade that very part of the earth. And if you go to Okpe today, the language they speak, mostly their language is not like Eastern language. There is, if you listen to people of Okpe, in the real sense, Okpe is supposed to be carved into Esan, but because of the distance between them, Okpe is an Esan community in present day Yoruba land. Now the Oba Benin is now claiming ownership of everywhere. All these Oba palace people are very funny people. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, I am happy today that we are now having a rivalry. We are now having people who are not trying to, counter us. And this is what we always want. But when you are counter, today I was never a graduate, but I deem it fit to research and read and learn more about our history. I have opened a road for a lot of people to come and start researching. People come to my platform after listening to me, they will go and use some of my speech to create their own history. But I will continue to give credit to God Almighty that keep us alive. Today we are not having a new generation. If not God who came into our life by giving us that determination, the courage and zeal to stand and defend our identity. I think in 200 years from now, our children will believe that Oba of Benin created all of us. Like this type of fake narrative they are now selling at now. These are the same set of people who call the Igbo people. They call them, they describe them as Igbo no mama. I understand our language. The meaning of Igbo no mama means slaves, that is useless, something that is useless. That is, even though you are even a slave, you are useless, you have no use. Today, they are not calling us, they are not calling the same Igbo people you call slaves in those days, you're not calling them your children. It's a very clear message to my Nneoma brothers and sisters, people of I know this is money is at work, because I know the palace of the Oba Benin is very rich, billions. See, look at the camera, the type of camera they are carrying around doing all these things. You need to see all those things of video. These are expensive. They are talking about millions. I am going to create a WhatsApp group. We must not let this evil Oba Palace to get away with their punishment. Because I think time have come that we must work together. We suffer a lot from the slavery business of the Oba of Benin. And sometimes some people continue to say that it's only the group of people that were used for slaves. That was not true. History have it that the people who came from Ife and their families and their friends, they were being described as Iviesisesi. So what we mean by Iviesisesi, or some people who are not very familiar with our history, they continue to classify themselves as Iviesisesi. And I want to repeat it without fear or favor. I will continue to do my best until the end of time. We'll continue to do our best till the end of time. So we have five class category of human beings, or we say five classes of human being. Five. Number one, they have the Oba of Benin, his children. They have immunity. Nobody use them for human sacrifice. It's an abomination. They are when the Oba of Benin die, they have to use more than 1,000 people to bury his dead body. Then the head will be removed from his body and the head will be taken to Ilefe. So I want to use the opportunity to enlighten most of our people who are watching here. I think it is important that you have to share this video. Not only share the video, I think it's also important for you to double tap on the screen. I'm very new in this TikTok. And before we continue, before I explain the five category classes of human being in this present day Benin to you, I have to urge you to share this video and double tap on the screen, and so that other people can also learn in our class. We are going to explain a little more about our people to you today. I will say, He have given us victory. We lived him higher. Our ancestors we lived him higher. So I have to start from number one. Number one, I am here today because we are about to lose our identity. We can still remember that the Fulani people invaded the Hausa community, but they did not take away their identity. They still left them with their identity. But it's unfortunate that Oromio and his family are now trying to steal our identity. We are not going to allow such thing to remain permanent. We are going to challenge it and we are going to restore back our identity because God created us for a purpose. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have been hearing fake propaganda being sponsored by the palace of the Oba of Benin. Before, they used to spread this propaganda to the Igbo people, telling them they own Lagos, that Lagos belongs to Oba. To the extent some Igbo people who didn't even care to research started believing them, that some Igbo people even go to the extent that they even go to some extent, they started even challenging Yoruba, telling Yoruba, look, it's Oba Benin that owns Lagos. We very soon will start paying money to Oba Palace. We will not pay money to you again. All those Ile Binu morons, they were encouraging the Igbo, telling the Igbo people not to pay tax again, that the Oba Benin is coming very soon to come and take Lagos. Even it was not a coincidence that we even saw the Oba Benin, His Royal Highness was even telling Sanwo-Olu that they found Lagos. This now give our Igbo brother morale. Some of them started saying something that was not right, that Benin is coming back to come and take Lagos. This life is very Asari Deku, but that's why I put it in my platform, my profile picture. He say, Asari Deku was say, this life can be something else. The question I asked Izomo Kakadu the other day was very simple. He was debating with me, and I asked Izomo Kakadu, "Are you not answering your father's name?" He said, "Yes." "Am I not answering my ancestor name?" He said, "Yes." Okay. I asked when Oromia was coming from Ife, Prince Oromio and his families or his warriors, when they were coming from Ife, what language were they speaking then? The answer was they were speaking Olukumi Yoruba language. So how come you are not calling our language Bini? How come you are not calling our language Edo? So if they have any Bini Empire boy here or woman, if you are ready to contest, if you want to debate with me, you are free because I am loaded. I say, you are you calling us Edo people? Why are you calling us Bini people? I asked Ezomo Kakado before the coming of Oromia. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Before the coming of Oromia, were we know as Edo people? He said no. Is there ever a time before the coming of Oromia they were calling us Bini? He said no. Okay. When Oromia was coming from Ife, what language did Oromia bring? Did he bring a Edo language or Bini language from Ife? The answer was no. How come you are not referring our identity as Edo or Bini? The Ezomo Kakadu was not able to answer my question. So, ladies and gentlemen, I love you so much. My heart is full of happiness and my heart is full of joy. The most happiest day in my life, and I will never forget, is when I was able to come out on air and tell the whole world who we are, where we are from, and to tell the world our identity. I even let the world to know that the Ile Binu or the so-called Benin Empire, they are the one who was trying to steal our identity from us. He said, no matter what they take from you, they cannot take away your dignity. Our identity is our dignity. We will never sell our dignity. We will never allow the Oba Palace to take away our identity. It's not a coincidence that these people have been in our land for the past 800 years. But today, they say in our parable, when the sun shine, darkness will disappear. We believe we are the descendant of the sun, and we will continue to do our best. I think that is my best thoughts. I don't have money, but I have happiness. My happiness is very simple. My happiness are number one, since I was born, I have never heard any primary school, any secondary school. I repeat myself, since I was born, I have never seen primary school, a secondary school, event center, or any public buildings named after our ancient king. The name of our ancient kings were very simple. You can find those names in Yoruba language. You can find those names in Ijaw language. You can find those names in Igbo language. You can find those names in Isa language. Ororo, Emuse, Igudo, and many more. And all those names of our kings have meaning. In Igbo language, they have meaning. In Ijaw language, they have meaning. In Yoruba language, they have meaning. In Eastern language, those names have meaning in most of all those our brothers who we share common ancestors with. The people who said they are our ancestors, their names don't have meaning in our own language. Check from Oba Eweka the first down to Oba Ewari the second. Those names don't have meaning in our language. Those names have meaning in Yoruba language. And if you doubt me, you can ask me, I will give you proof. I will continue to educate myself, to teach our history to the general public. And I will continue to share the history books I have with me to people who are really interested to read more about our history. It was not a coincidence. Few days ago, there was one boy from Oriental local government. He was insulting me on the comment section, calling me all types of names. He wrote me, why are you calling us Ile Ibinu? We are not Ile Ibinu. Oba Palace ruled from here to Jamaica. The kingdom extended from Ghana to Japan. I did not even fight with him. I sent him my WhatsApp number. This boy you are talking about, maybe here, I don't know, is a graduate. He was very angry when I was saying the Oba family and their groups are from Yoruba. But he was a graduate. Do you know what I did? I sent him a book. The name of the book is called Bini Massacre on PDF. He did not even need to go and buy it. I sent it on PDF on his phone. I sent another book to him with PDF, which is Benin City of Bloods. Notwithstanding, I decided to send him another book again, Benin Short History of the Benin People, the first history book that was written by the Palace of the Oba of Benin. This book was written in 1932 and it was published in 1936. I forwarded this book to him. I was very surprised when I have a conversation with this my friend today. I even sent history of the Esan people, the beginning of the Esan people. My brothers, he was very shocked. He was very shocked. He thanked me and he continued to thank me. And there was no way I can really express how I feel. My heart was full of joy. And this is what we think we will continue to do. We will continue to punish the palace of the Oba of Benin with evidence and proof. That is what I believe we must do. And that is the only weapon we can use to debunk them. And we are going to defeat them by the name of Almighty God, in the name of our ancestors. Identity must not be stolen from us. But today, some of the achievements we have achieved, greatest achievements we have ever achieved in our time, are we not very happy today that the so-called Oba Palace cannot go to so many parts of Eastern land and say, oh, you are my descendants? I challenge this Oba Palace. I saw them going to Anyuma. Thank you very much. I saw them going to Anyuma, propagating fake history, telling them Oba Ozola give birth to these people. Oba Okanzo give birth to this. They continue lying, but I am challenging them to go to Urumi I am ready. If I don't have money, I will go and borrow. I'm challenging people to go to Uromi to go and repeat that nonsense. Go to Uromi, go to Onoji Palace, carry China news there, or go and make foolish of yourself and say that you are Oba Abini give birth to Uromi Esa. I'm also challenging the palace of Yoruba Abini to go to Uzia and those parts of earth and go and propagate this fallacy. I want to let the general public to know some facts that have been hidden from us. Today I am here is by the glory of God. I continue to strive. I continue to expose the palace of Yoruba beneath fake history. I am not exposing the Yoruba Benin history with oral evidence. I'm doing it with documented evidence. It's not a coincidence that the Ile people are now fighting. They are retreating. They are now on the defensive side. In the beginning, they were on the attacking side. Today, they are retreating. They are not playing defense. And we'll continue to attack them. We'll continue to pursue them until they are defeated. We know anything that have beginning must have an end. Their end have come. Have you ever seen them doing this type of reggae blues? They always sit there in the palace. From there, they will be talking rubbish. We own America. We own Jamaica. They no longer do that again. They are now going around Anioma villages. Very soon, they will start going to Urobo villages. They want to tell these people they give birth to them. I'm very happy today. And when we started this ministry in the beginning, nobody was even commenting. If you 2,000 people comment, the 2,000 will all be against us. All the 2,000 comment will be against me. But today, people are now finding sense in what I am saying. Nevertheless, we saw how the upper palace brought out shrine juju. They lay a curse on me that nobody should watch me again. Nobody should ever watch my video again. Nobody should talk to me again. They even make those Ile Ibinu slaves to understand that I will die before 3 weeks or 7 days time. They did all those nonsense 2018. How many years ago now? 6 years. For the past 6 years, I have four children, 3 daughters. This is a person who they lay a curse on. Today, the person is not having. Even the curse I even make, when they lay a curse on me, I was not having a house in my village. Immediately they lay a curse on me, I built house for my father. Before the curse, I was not having daughters. Immediately they lay curse on me, now I have 3 daughters. I'm so happy. Let us go to the history. I'm happy, I'm very happy. So now, the question we continue to ask the Yoruba Palace. You claim we speak Edo language. You claim we are Benin people. And the question we are asking, you are the descendant of Oromio. Was Oromia speaking Benin language? Or did Oromia ever speak Edo language? The answer was no. There was no language called Edo language. There was never a language called Benin language. It's not a coincidence that the palace of the Oba Benin allegedly spending money, giving money to some Orobos. It's not a coincidence. We got one Orobo boy who is now coming out that the Oba Benin is the one who founded, the son of Oba Benin founded Okpe. What a big shame. Okpe have been in existence for many hundreds of years or thousands. If Oba Benin's son came to invade he became a king in Okpe. Does it mean Oba Benin found Okpe? That is what you should be asking yourself. The other day we saw the Nugi of Iziewu. He came out. He said when they came to that part of earth, they met the Esan people there. The Esan people have been there. Esan language is one of the oldest language. I believe this very Benin language come from inside Esan. But it's not a coincidence that the Oba Palace is now grouping Esan as idiot language. How can a language who came into being in 13th century before the coming of Oromio, we were already there? So Oromio is not the one who formed our language. He now call it idiot. Whether it's idiot language, I don't know how to pronounce it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Benin is a Yoruba word. But these people continue to deny their link with Yoruba. Very funny people. The word Benin was Ile Ibinu. Even in my own language, we used to say it in our language, Edonewe Ile Ibinu, Edonewe Godomigo. They see the land that comprises of two people, the land of the Igodomigodos and the land of Ile Ibinus. Who are the Ile Ibinu? These are the followers of Oromio. Till today, we still have their traces. They are very easy to trace. We can only recognize them according to their identification mark. It's very easy for me to know people who migrated from Yoruba. Oh, we are Miss. We cannot know each other. Who told you we cannot know each other again? They are minority in our states. The only way you can know the Yoruba people among us, number one, by their greetings. During the reign of one Oba called Oba Ewari. Okay, let us go back to the 5 classes of human being we have in Benin. Number one, we have the Oba of Benin and his children. The Oba of Benin and his children, they are first class. They are gods. They are regarded as gods because they declare themselves as God. Because when the Oba of Benin died, automatically became a deity. That is why you see in Benin today, all the shrine we have in Benin, all of them were all the children of Ooni of Ife. The people that are calling themselves Benin today, they are slaves. So now, let me educate you. If you look at our history very well, let us start from Olokun. Olokun was the wife of Ooni of Ife. After her passing away, she became a deity. We are worshiping a Yoruba as our God. Some people, when they say the Oba Benin is God, some people don't understand. Now, I have to teach you. Please share this video so that you can learn. Let us learn. So, Olokun was the wife of Ooni, a Yoruba. That is the ancestor of the Oba. Anytime we want to pray for anything, we go to Olokun. We are praying for a human being like us who came from our colonial master family. It's now our gods. Are you talking about Shango? Shango was a younger brother of the Oba of Benin, or was a younger son of Orom. I think it was the third son of Oromio. After he passed away, he became a deity. We are now worshiping the Oba family. Then number 3, Ogun was also a son of Ooni of Ife. We worship Ogun. Any small thing, Ogungba, Ogungbaba, Ogungba, Ogungbaba, Ogungba. You see? The Benins, the people who prescribe themselves as Benin, are slaves. If you are worshiping your slave master, anybody that is worshiping his master is not a slave. In those days, The slave have no rights. You don't have rights. Okay, now all the deities, I don't know Yoruba, before the coming of the white men, before they arrested Oba Ovurame, all the Oba that have reigned, all of them are deities in the palace. The white men burned down all those nonsense. None of those gods were able to stand up and fight with white man. So number one citizen, Oba Abini and his children. Anytime the Oba Abini die or the wife or the children die, in the beginning, if the Oba Abini died, sometimes the Oba Abini usually married 300 wives, sometimes 400 wives, 300 and something wives. Immediately the Oba Abini pass away, they have to remove the head of the Oba Abini. In our language, you said, when you are the head of lion does not lost in the bush. In that very parable, they regard us as bushmen, all of us. They have to take the head of the Oba to Ife. In return, the Ife people have to build or make a replicant type of that head in a bronze and give to the Oba or give it to the Benin. So that bronze will be a deity forever and ever. And they will continue to use human being to worship that very deity. Nobody can come up and challenge me and debate me. That's why I continue to remain a very great man, you know. So anytime the Oba Abini pass away, they will use the 300 and something wives. They will they will dig a very big hole. They will slaughter all his wives. They said Iranekmeni Obidoyin. That definition in English means any woman. That is, if lion sleep with lion, leopard cannot sleep with lion. It's forbidden. It's an abomination. So these people look themselves as more superior. They are our gods. We are their slaves. They committed genocide in our land. They will bury, they will unalive all the 320 wives. They will go and look for children, youths, adults. They will slaughter all of them in the grave before they put the Oba Abini in the middle, before they put the remaining body on him. That is how they used to bury Oba Abini. Not only the Oba Abini, if the son of Oba Abini pass away, they will go and look for more humans to bury. And this was not only the children of the Oba, they also buried human being. Some of the chiefs who came from Ife alongside with the Oba, they also go to the Urobos, the Esans, the Isoko, but they don't go to Uromi side. That side is dead. This one don't accept that one. This one have they don't. That's one have defended their identity. So they will that's what they were doing, going to Ondo to. So they were very rich in slaves. Any place they conquer, they will put their brother there, or they will make that person every year or every time. That one will be paying homage. The only homage you pay to the Oba is by taking your own people in your domain and as a present to the Oba of Benin. So now the Oba of Benin and his children and some of the chiefs in the palace, when they pass away, they will go and pack more slaves to bury them. The reason why they say they were doing it is because they say when the Oba of Benin died, he don't want to go alone. So as he is Oba in this earth, so he will still be an Oba in the other words. And you can only trace these practices to Egypt. That's why I'm not denying that the Oba Abini Oduduwa is from Egypt. I'm not denying that fact because we don't have this type of tradition in our culture. So after the first class is Oba Abini and his children, The second one is the Oba Benin brothers and his families. Nobody dare use them for human sacrifice. They have an identification mark, which is called the greetings. They have particular greetings they greet for you to know they are from the family of the Oba. They greet Lamogun. Not nowadays, some people, they are not from that family, they will go back, they will be greeting it. In those days, you are not from that family, you greet it, and they find out not only you, they are going to capture all your family as slaves and use some of them for human sacrifice and sell the remaining to the white men or to the Portuguese. So the first one, Yoruba Benin and children. The second one are the brothers of the Yoruba Benin. Then the third one are the chiefs, the royals, people from Ife. They call them Iwie Sisi. Iwie mean the children of sacrifice. If I say sacrifice means in the other way around, Iwie Sisi, the reply that is meaning these people are in charge of human sacrifice. You don't use them. IUECZC. They are in charge of human sacrifice. You don't use them for sacrifice. That is called EVCCC. So you saw when Olomide Akpata went to Oba Palace, he said, I quote, I am a son of this palace. Onobayawari said, look, I have asked around my family members here and some of my chief, if it is true that you were from our first class family, and I find out you are not from the first class family, rather you are from second class family, and I find out that you are from the third class class. If do you know how the Obabini was able to understand that Olomide is from the third grade, meaning that they greet a particular greeting as an identification mark, which is called Lauhe. Lauhe means I am from Ile-Ife. That is the meaning of Lauhe. So people say, oh, no, we will not know them. They have lived in our land for many years. No, we know them. If I marry a German woman, it doesn't mean my children are not Nigerian. They are still Nigeria. You don't know. My children still remain Nigeria. They still remain Ile-Ife because they are not answerable to their ancestral family. They said Lauhe. So those third class are not used for human sacrifice. You cannot sell them into slavery. It's forbidden. Then after the third class, now we now have the fourth class. The fourth class is called Ovionba. So I have told you about the third class just now when I tell Oba Benin told Olumide, no, you are not first class, so you are not second class, so you are third class. That's what he told Olumide. So we have the fourth category, the first class, which they call Ovionba. Anybody that go to the palace of the Oba Benin say, oh, Ovionba Mayahin, meaning that we are all the slaves of the Oba. As for me, I am not his slave. I will never be a slave to him forever and ever. My children will never be a slave to the Oba, God forbid. That is how they regard us to be. All those people you are seeing on social media lying, oh, I invited by they are all regarded as fourth class citizens of slaves. Now, listen very carefully. Listen. Please double tap on your screen, double tap. Now, these slaves of the Oba, that's our people that live around this domain, regarded as slave of the Oba. So, in these very fourth class people, if there is a ceremony going on in Yoruba lands, any ceremony going on in Anioma, some part of Anioma, now they have wives. These people have rejected it, Inshallah, some parts. If you want to break a collar, do you know the king of Asa, you as a slave under the Yoruba, according to their doctrine, you are even more higher, sense of hierarchy, than to the king of some of all those Asa who accepted to be slaves to the Yoruba. Not all of them. Any Yoruba people who accept to be slaves, me that is a slave, God forbid I'm not a slave. That is how it was being arranged. That's why you see them in Italy in those days, even though a chief from Eastern land is there, they will not tell the chief to come and break it. They will say, oh, it's any Benin man here, every day it's a small pikin come and touch the collar. That was a sign of the way they plan all these things down with the support of the Portuguese. Then then we now have the number five. I think they have number four of Yoruba slave. All Benins, according to their doctrines and their constitution, all people that are living around Benin are regarded as slaves of the Yoruba. That is how they. I'm not trying to put any tribe down. No, I am not in support of these Ile criminals. You understand? This is what was documented. I have a book called Benin Law and Customs. You can even buy it on Google. I say Google online on Amazon. I don't know, you can check it online, you can buy it. It's expensive. Maybe it's about 50 euro, maybe 70 euro. These are, how can I say it in English? These are all protected documents. The Oba of Benin Palace will make sure that all those books is being forbidden from public so that we will not know most of their history, their dirty history. So do you know number five? Number five are regarded as Igbo. Sorry, number five is called Ovioma. Sorry, please, one not vessel. Do you know what is called Ovioma? Today, the people of Iseluku, Onitsha, all those part of all those places are regarded as Ovioma. Ovioma means you are a slave. You will still be higher than another people, which you can even own your own slave. That is just like you are a slave. It's like you are being promoted to for being a slave. Now you can still have your own slaves. Please double tap. I don't know if you are enjoying my if you are enjoying my program, please I want you to double tap and I want you to double tap on the screen and just send a rose so that these people will not report me and restrain me. Do all these things what you want to do. Please, thank you very much. I'm just telling you their doctrine. If they think what I am saying is like, let them send requests to come and debate with me. That is it. So number five, Adorin Toga, or number six, number five, maybe of Vion be six. So they get another one that they call Igbo. If you have lived in a part of Eastern land, also part of Yoruba land, they have what they call Igbo. It's what they call Igbo. They will say Igbo no mama. That is to show that means that you have traveled to some part. These people are very ancient. So you don't count these people as human beings. Maybe you have defeated their kings. They have become useless. You can catch them. They don't have rights. They don't have rights in their life as a human being. Just to catch them, you can do anything you want with their life. Their life is nothing before you or before God. Nothing. These people don't have rights. You can even go and capture them just like you went to go and hunt for snake. You can take them to market and still sell them. You sell them. That is what the wounded civilian is referring the Igbo people to be. It's calling them Igbo no mama. So in those days, they used to have a Igbo. The Igbo they are referring to a particular place where you buy slaves, you store them there, or just a place where they keep slaves. They call it a dwingbon. That is the place where they. You see, we have been punished. I don't know what we have done to this Oba Palace. I think time have come for us to join hands together to make sure that this madness of this Oba Palace have to stop. Because it's not a coincidence that this very Oba Palace who committed genocide against our own people, today they are still going around Anioma. Nobody is stopping them. Don't we have Anioma people who are well educated? Don't we have Anioma people who can bring these people and use skin to beat them and slap nonsense from their eye? After you have sold the people of Anioma to the Portuguese for slaves, you have you have committed genocide against them. Now you still come back again, going around that you are the one who giving birth to Anioma people. I think we will continue to do our best. We will continue to do our best, my fellow Anioma. Some people say I have a misunderstanding with anybody. This is not matter of misunderstanding. This is what you have to know. Why can't you go and read? If you don't have book, I have all those books with me. If you are living in Nigeria, inbox me. I will send you all those books free of charge. But if you are living in Europe, you find me something. Because for me to buy that book, screenshot it very good and downloaded it on the PDF. It's not easy. It was money I used in doing it. But if you are living in Nigeria, I know Nigeria is very hard, difficult now. Free of charge. Come and read the history. People who committed genocide against us, against the Anioma people. And they are proud. If you watch their program, they say, oh, we sold them into slavery, proudly said that they were using them for human sacrifice. And today, the same some Anioma elders, some of them are now welcoming them. Is that a dream? Am I dreaming? So let me bring somebody in. If you have anything to say, you can say it. If you have any question. So please, I have told you, and we'll continue to work together and let us unravel the genocide they committed against our people. These people are genociders. Hello, please, if you want to send your request, you can send. I think this one is not connecting. Let me drop this one down. Maybe it's calling from I don't know where. So I want to tell you our history. Please take your pen and document it so I don't forget. This very Oba Palace, they talk am for rumor say the first church in West Africa was built by the Oba of Benin, was built in Benin. These people continue to lie and lie and lie and lie and lie. And some people continue to believe them. The only way you can catch these people in their lies is by reading books. Una dey read book na abeg. They don't go capture social media, wetin dey call am Google, write rubbish for Google say na dem born Oduduwa. How can you born Oduduwa? Oduduwa who brought a culture of human sacrifice to Yoruba land. In those days, the Yoruba people don't use human because where did he bring all these things from? So please, if you want to send a request on TikTok, you can. If you have anything to say, you can send a request. So now, when we are waiting for a request to come, I want to give you the short history of the church, which they now call Holy Arosa. These people lie too much, and some people so much believe the Yoruba Palace because they have the government machinery to deceive and oppress our people. So now, it goes like this. The history of the Holy Arosa. That church was never called holy in our language. When was that church called holy? Holy Arosa. Say it was a church. Where was the branch? They say the church was being built by Obaisigi, the only first church. How come the Guinness Book of Record don't have it that the church in Akbaba was the first church in West Africa? I know very one day people and go and use money to bribe Guinness Book of Record and write lie there. But thank God people like us are here to debunk your lies with facts. So thank you very much. That church where the Oba Benin dey go say na church, na lie. That place was never a church. The original history, there was a man called my brother. I get all those books. I don't know why our people no dey read book. Oh. There was a man called Osha. Yoruba people call it Osha and Oshwan. I don't know how you pronounce it in Yoruba language. In our language, you call it Osa and Oswan. I think it may sound like this in Yoruba, Osha and Oshwan. I don't know. Yoruba people should be the one to correct us because in Benin, the palace of the Oba of Benin speak a language called Olukumi. That is a language Oromia brought from Ife. Oromia does not brought any language called Bini or Edo. So now, about that church they are talking about, many years ago when Oromia was still alive, Oromia sent his son. I say Oromia sent some medicine men to protect his son, Ado, which later become Aweka or Omika. The name of these two native doctor or spiritualists, one is called Usa, the other one is called Ushua. How that church came about. When they were living in Udo in those days, because the palace of the Oba Benin was in Udo in those days, was not in present day Benin. When they were living in Udo, this Usa and Ushua, they were cannibals, they were eating human beings. So please, if I am saying this thing, people will not believe me. I would like you to inbox me and give you a lot history book. And this history book, you will go and check who wrote it. Writing by the palace of the Oba of Benin. Is it a coincidence that the Oba of Benin used their own hand to write some of the atrocity they have committed against our people? They wrote all those things by themselves. So let us go back to that history. The history, these two people were cannibal. I don't want to talk about their history. That is another story for another history for another day. So now, when Osa was the most dangerous one among them, when he passed away, so he was being buried. They now put a stone in his tomb. He was not buried in this present day Benin, he was buried in Udo. So now when they relocated from Udo to present day Godo in Benin, they brought all their belongings, most of their belongings there. So that's why if you go to Udo, all those names, Isekere, all those names are still there in Udo. All those names you see in Arandowa Palace, the same name are still there in Udo. The name of all those streets for you to know that they relocated from there. So now, after the passing away of Osha was very dear to the Oba because anytime the Oba Benin is doing his ceremony, anytime the Oba Benin is doing any ceremony, you see two people behind the Oba. One will hold his right hand, the other one will hold his right hand. Go and watch his video if he's doing ceremony. That one that is holding his right hand is called Osa. The one that he hold is the other one that is holding his left hand is called Oswan. Oswan. The present shrine of that Oswan is in a vegetable market before the moat there in Airport Road. There is a shrine around there. It's called Oswan shrine. In those days, they use human being to sacrifice for that very shrine. It's a royal shrine. And if they use they use human being to sacrifice, they use sacrifice human being for them. So now let us go back to That church they claim is a church, is the oldest church in West Africa. I don't know when these people will stop lying. What are you people go to benefit in this lying? You are lying to the new generation to believe your lies. So now, that place wey dey call Holy Arose of Akokpava, that place was never a church, never. Where but show me the book where Portuguese document and say that place na church. Show me where the Dutch like the Netherlands who were doing business, slave business with the Oba. Show me except na go forge am put for online. Show me the books. Even Iradiba book doesn't have that place as a church. No church for there. So now, immediately that Usa passed away. Now they hold the Oba Benin for right hand. So he was being buried. A lot of human being. So they come put stone for the tomb. So because of the love wey the Oba Benin gets for that man, dem believe say na all those medicine wey the man dey do na im dey make the Oba Benin dey overtalk. So every time the Oba Benin dey go there, that place become a deity. The Oba Benin go there, if anything is going wrong in their high realm, they will go that place, they will go sacrifice human being. So the Oba Benin was always going there to make human sacrifice, to pray to the deity of Usa to come and help him and many things that is happening. There was never a church in that place. That place was never a church. The next thing that happened, when the British people came, they saw a large numbers of human corpses which were unalive for human sacrifice. I challenge my brothers and sisters today. Let them come out and debunk what I am saying. The place you call a church was a den of human sacrifice. That name is called Awosa. Awosa. That stone is an eye. Do you know what mean? In English mean that holy, they call it, it's not holy. Holy is not in our, that is no holy, it's not our language. Awosa, holy Arosa. They will say Arosa, it's not Arosa. It's Awosa, the eye of Usa. You understand? That is the stone. So the British took it, they took that stone to, I don't know where they took the stone to, they took the stone away to Britain. Huh? The stone was taken away. Okay, the British people will invade, they will come and set fire on the church. That is the question we should ask in this stupid about Benin Palace. To come and tell us, how come the British people burned down the church? Do you love church more than the white men? Do you love the church as a white man? This boy is a big liar. The first name is Ubinu Ija. Another story doesn't come again. Thank you very much. Thank you. I say, we continue to appreciate our gifters. Please, if you are watching, you're going to send us gifts, encourage us. You know, continue to do this. When you continue to encourage us like this, the lay people will be so confused. I think that's the best way you can encourage, so that we can be able to do more research. You know, we have tried. We'll continue to try. So let them come out and debunk. And they have been saying that the white men, the British set the church on fire. Have you ever seen where British people go to a place, they will say church on fire? You ever seen that type of thing before? Eh? It have never happened before. You were having a church. How come the church was not having a branch? Who was now the pastor of the church? Tell us. And do you know what they call the man that is parading himself as a pastor? Ohen. Do you know the meaning of Ohen in English? Priest, deity priest. How do you worship God in that very church? What Bible were you reading in those days? Which school do you go? How were you worshiping the gods? Liars. People continue to believe in their fallacy. How come the church was not extended to Ekpoma Urumi? in the part of Edo North. Let me tell you today, the first church we have in Benin City was called CMS, the present day St. Matthew. The first primary school we have was Asoro Primary School, CMS, that church. That was the first school we have in Edo, in Benin. I think both Benin and Delta. The first road that was constructed was Benin Abraka Road towards Uroboland. That we started seeing the construction. The British people started constructing those roads down to Siloko Road. They started doing all these things. It was Obaseki who was the deputy administrator of the land then. Obaseki was never a governor. Oba. Oba Palace was burned down because of the genocide people committed. So we don't want to go to all these stories now. So, hello, excuse me. If you are here, you want to ask any question, you want to debate, please you can send a request and let us talk. No Ile Ibinuman can bold and come and debate with me because I have really tried in researching. I have so many books, so many. Their number one historian, Ezomo Kakadu, was defeated. See the way I defeated him. Cannot even answer one out of five questions I asked him. He was saying you have win. Since that day, I have not been coming out. I have chased him. The other one who is behaving like a moron now, going around, we are the one who gave birth to Ekwere, we are the one who gave birth to Calabari, we are the one who gave birth to America, Japan, Japanese, my brother. You see these people, they have failed. Before, the Igbo people used to believe them, they used to lie to the Igbo. They will be inciting the Igbo against the Yorubas. They will see we place where we are gathering, they will see Igbo man will say, oh, the Oba Benin Palace is very great. Oh. They will continue to lie to the Igbos. But today, the Igbo people have known that this very man was the one who was being used by the Portuguese to invade the land of Anioma. They have stolen Anioma history from them. They have placed their brothers as Obi in Anioma land. They have taken their history from them, giving them their own Oromio kingship. You see, it's not a coincidence what is going on. Thank God today that people like that guy from some of our youth are coming up in Amioma. They are trying to rebuke the palace of the Obabini. But social media is not enough. You people have to do something. I think it will be better anytime you catch these criminals coming to Anioma land, trying to come and propagate how the Oba give birth to your family. It's very simple. You people have to use rope and tie them up. They should come and explain. If it is true Oba Abini was giving birth to Inyoma, their forefather Oromio, were they speaking Anyoma language or Igbo language in Ile-Ife? A man who came with a Yoruba language from Ife is now the one giving birth to Igbo people, Igbo language. Is now the one who created the Urhobo language. A Yoruba man, and there is no place in Ife where they are speaking Yoruba, they are speaking Igbo language, or they are speaking Anyoma language, or they are speaking Urhobo language. This thing is very funny. It's very funny. So I have just taught you the history of church. The first church in that part of earth was CMS. Oba of Benin does not have any church. That is a fake. There was never a time all those Oba have church. They are trying to change everything. They want to change the narrative to suit them. Hmm? Murphy, your you are the oracle of Igudu. Thank you very much. Mm, No, before they will come out, you will see them. We were in Facebook before. In the beginning, we started in Facebook. When they started lying, they brought one Imasuen. That one was lying. People started donating money for Imasuen. People were not giving Imasuen money. Imasuen was lying to them. Oh, you see, people were not happy donating money to Imasuen. I came out and tell the people, don't give this man money again. All those history that is teaching you people, brothers on a living brother, using human being for sacrifice, and people are proud of it. Why can't you change the? Why can't people check listen or and check the content of the history is teaching? They are teaching history of how they were unaliving people, and we are now falling in love with this type of bad history. You understand? So I was very happy we drove them away from Facebook. They don't longer go to Facebook to talk history. They ran to YouTube. I followed them. I met them on YouTube. I chased them away from YouTube. From YouTube, they came to TikTok. People were disturbing me. Okay, so these criminals have run to TikTok. Oh, what are you doing? I say, I will allow them to gather their strengths. Let them gather their strengths. Let them build the house 20 stories so that we destroy that very house. Today, it's not a coincidence now that they have failed. Show me any of the Ile Ibinu platform who is as strong as our sister Lily and our platform here. People are watching me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. This is what is going on right now. People are watching on YouTube, they are writing, commenting. I think people have commented on Facebook. We have almost about 4 Facebook accounts. I'm streaming. I'm on stream. Uh, you know, people say Benin people don't have history. They should come and tell us where they come from. Good evening.
So I say, I like your program. You understand? That's why they say, may God bless you for those people because you are the only person that let them understand what is going on.
Thank
You
you, sir.
understand?
Thank you, sir.
Even those people where they make noise that time, now with their brain don't come back now. They don't understand. Say, we see the talk now, truth.
Okay.
So I say, God bless you for that. I don't have much to say. That is why I come and give you some all those small coins.
Thank you very much.
One day I will still give you big
I know.
gifts. You understand?
We appreciate it. There's some of the people want to give to, but they are scared. They are afraid. Yeah. So I think you see what we have just said earlier is that these people are slaves to the Oba.
Yes.
That is why it's very
Yes,
difficult.
they know
They don't want to leave the slavery because if they mistakenly promise that they want to be free, the Oba Balas will go after them. Maybe they will go and poison them or by their father, by their mother. Just like if my father was alive. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. So if you know you have any question to ask, please come and ask your question. Come and ask question. Ile Ibinu cannot stand and debate me for now. I don't drive the enter house Omorwe. They are number one historian Ezomo Kakadu. I defeat am. Hello, you are welcome.
Hello.
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 You are playing music. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning from my location.
Speak louder so that we can hear you. Hello.
Good morning from here.
Yes.
Can you hear me? I said good morning.
Yes. Where are you calling from now, sir? Okay, go ahead. No need to ask that one.
Okay, okay. I just want to know, like, are you, because this is my first time joining your life. I'm just scrolling on TikTok and I just saw your life and I was listening to what you are saying. So, are you against the Yellow Pass or are you against the Benin or are you against the Igbos? Which one are you against?
No, I am not fighting anybody. The reason why we are here is that Benin, we are all of us are not Benin. They have people who migrated from Yoruba that
Mm.
illegally claiming to be our ancestors, which is the palace of the Oba of Benin and their followers, their migrants. They came to our land just like the way the Fulani people came to our Hausa land. These people are not up to 10% of our population. The original, their original identity are called Ile Ibinu. They now corrupt the name to be Benin. So they are now going around Anioma, Delta State, from village to village, claiming that their Oba gave birth to Igbo people. So that's some of the reason why I have come out today to challenge them that when they were coming from Ile-Ife to our lands, there was no Igbo person from Ife because the language they brought from Ife was Yoruba language. Come, a Yoruba man now giving birth to people speaking Igbo language. That's why I'm not trying to say, no, look, the Igbo people should not believe them. They are invaders. They are minority. When you move from Orobo, you become a king in Ekiti State. Does it mean that the people of Ekiti, you are their ancestor? You only be the ancestor of your royal family, not the people of Ekiti. That is what we are telling the general public. They should take note that the palace of the Oba of Benin, they are changing history. That people should not believe their lies. So I am here today to let the general public know to look, we owns that very Benin, present day Benin, because the people that are calling themselves Benin, many of them are ignorance. Those people that are shouting on social media, some of them are the migrants from Ife. They are online to defend their kills. When you watch a TV, when a lion have a kill, the lion will not allow hyena to take his kill. He will always like to protect his kill. If you look at this very so-called Ile Ibino people or Benin people very well, they are always claiming superiority over everybody. They call the Igbo people their slaves. They said they used to sell them to Portuguese. They used to sell them in the markets. They continue to call the Yoruba people slaves. They use it for human sacrifice. They continue to call all the tribes surrounding that very place their slaves, even me. So, how can you give birth to your children and you still be selling your children as slaves and you continue to use your children as a sacrifice? Do you think that will be possible? The answer would be no.
Okay, okay, sir. But some Benin people and some Yoruba people, they open a platform on TikTok, and some of them will be going on live, insulting the Igbos, calling the Igbos name, and some of them will be saying that that the Benin people is the oldest tribe in Nigeria, and some of them will be saying that Benin people is the oldest tribe in Africa. And if
Okay.
you ask them what makes Benin the oldest, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Yeah, and if you ask them what made Benin the oldest, like in Sema, the guy that called him himself in Sema and their colleague them. I don't know if you may know them.
Yes, I'm hearing you. Just go ahead.
Yeah, there is one guy that called himself in Sema. They are on their platform now on live. They are saying that sometimes they will say that they have something they call Benin Empire. That Benin Empire have been existing for years. before the Igbos, before the other tribe. So I don't understand like where Benin really come from. Like the Benin, as in if they share Nigeria into three now, are the Benin people going to join the Yorubas, or the Benin people, are they going to join the Igbos, or are they in South? Which one? Like where the
Let me answer your question. That is a very sensible question. You see, that's how some of the reason why I'm here today. The
because
Bini,
some
will you allow me to answer your question?
okay.
The Bini people, they are a group of family, some families who migrated alongside with their warrior or Romeo to fight war with our people. Our land is known as Edu. So there are some proof for you to go and verify according to P2B. Say go and verify. So now the question goes like this. The Bini people, when they were coming from Ife, they did not bring any land alongside with them. They met us in our land. Just like many years ago, the Israelites traveled or they migrated from Israel. Some of them were living in France. Some of them were living in Germany. So immediately after the Second World War, they did not took the land in Germany alongside with them to Israel, present-day Jewish land. So today, I am from that very place called Benin, but we are not Benin people. We are the aborigine and indigenous people of that land. So if Nigeria succeeds in division today, the Benin people have to go back to their Oromio land where they come from. Because Oromio met us, they cannot take our land from us. The Benin people that are shouting on social media, they are not up to one local government. The people you are seeing that are being called Benin, they are not Benin. The Benins are some of those mad dogs, those one who intermarried with the Yoruba, are those one called Benin today. And what I'm trying to tell you is that these people, we are going to deport them back to their ancestral lands. So in our parable, he said, if you want to look for, if you are looking for the eye of animal, you go and look, start from the head. Now the head of animal, the head for the check where the eye dey stay. So the eye of the Benin is in Ife. That is their ancestral land. Some people say Oduduwa is from Okiora. I think they should go to Okiora. Let me clear you very much. Democracy is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. He said the youths are the leaders of tomorrow. As far as Edo State is concerned, we owns that very state. The Benins are minority. Where the chiefs are down, everybody is going to answer his father's name. So, for your information, the Binipo are migrants. They are Jewish or they are Israel. They should go back to their Israeli land or Egypt. Edo State is a Biafra land, 100%. I want to assure you today, a leader is born. A leader is born. A man who is going to be the president of America in 50 years from now, maybe it's alive, it have been born today, but nobody know him. But one day you see him being a president. You know, my friend, I want to assure you, go and check when there is, if there is any uprising in Nigeria today, we are going to drive out the Oromia children. I swear with my blood, we drive them back to Ile-Ife, where their forefather come from. And I will never allow any people to bring misunderstanding between we and the Yoruba. Because if we have a misunderstanding with the Yoruba, if we are planning to deport them, Yoruba people will not accept. So we have to create a very good relationship with the Yoruba. Just like Nigeria now, there are Nigerian people living in Germany here now. If Nigeria close down their embassy in Germany here, anytime the German want to deport Nigeria, all those failed asylum seekers or those one who are criminals or who are convicts, Nigeria will not open their airspace for German to deport those people back home. So the best thing I think, all those noise they are making, they should continue to make the noise and we will continue to identify them. When the time come, we are going to tell them to go back to their fatherland. I want to assure you today that Benin is a Biafra land. Those people that are making noise on social media, most of them are being sponsored.
Yes, that is the point because the guy that called himself Sema was supporting Biafra one certain time on his platform. He was supporting Biafra when Nnamdi Kanu was on his own. Immediately, the Nigeria government got Nnamdi Kanu. The guy moved from supporting Biafra and be against Igbo self, not only Biafra. It's against the Igbos now, insulting the Igbos, saying that all the criminal they are doing in Southeast. You know? And the problem now is that many of them don't know the history. They just come online and be saying rubbish on their mouth, like they don't know the history. Some of them will just come online and be saying Biafra is only Igbos. You understand? They don't know that
These are some of the things I have to tell you. You see, there is what we call confederation. You see, in that very present day Biafra land that is about to come by the grace of God, we have a say in that Biafra. When we say confederation, the Yoruba speaking part have to have a region of its own or a state. The Shekripo will not be carved to any other parts. Shekripo, if they want to stay, they will have their own Ishekri, they will have a regional government. They are going to have the people of Anioma as a region of their own. We'll continue to do it like that so that we have a full representative. And that is what I heard from Nnamdi Kanu, my great leader. But some of our people listening to some social media rascals who don't know education. Some of them will just say, oh, everybody are Igbo. If you go to Ikwere, I say Ikwere Soko, they call cop the same thing in Igbo. Everybody, no, that is not how it works. We have a country called Britain. The Scottish, they are Scottish. Even though they call the same name of cop in Scottish and English, it doesn't mean everybody are England. No. A Scottish is a Scottish. England, England is an English. They have no Irish, not an Irish. Irish is an Irish. Why? Wales, Wales. Even though we call similar name in our language, doesn't mean everybody are Igbos. That is what Nnamdi Kanu said. He said it's going to be a confederation. I think we should continue to enlighten our people about the meaning of Biafra, the gains of Biafra, the importance of Biafra, the reason for Biafra, why we should have Biafra as a country, and the outcome of Biafra, the sources of Biafra. And a lot of things need to be taught or teach. Some people are scared because of propaganda. People are not properly informed. He said, when you are not informed, you will be deformed. And when you are deformed, you cannot perform. So what they try to talk be say people are confused. They are lying to them that they are going to turn everybody to Igbo. Igbo will force people to speak Igbo language. There is going to be called Igbo. But Nnamdi Kanu did not say so.
No. Not like example.
Eh?
Let me give you an example.
Igbo
Like,
will be Igbo. Esako will be Esako. Everybody will be on their own. But we are
yes,
going to have a central government. A central government, the power will not be vested in central government. It's going to give what you call regional system of government. You cannot come and collect all the resources like what the Hausa doing today. We take all the resources to the north and share it. All the oil wells will belong to the north. But what Nnamdi Kanu have said that the resources belongs to the states or the region. That is what Ojukwu, that was the Aburi Accord Ojukwu reached with Gowon. That the resources in the land will be managed by the region, while the region will be paying some percentage to the central government. So my fellow people of Edo State, they are not those propaganda Ude Civilian is propagating that are going to turn everybody to Igbo. There is nothing like that. So some people can come out and say something that is funny. Say,
yes,
oh, the title rapper in Enugu. So
I
if
want
the people of
I want
Isoko don't the title rapper, it means they are not Igbo.
I
Or
want to
they are
give one
Igbo.
example.
What is the meaning of those one? Thank you. Yes.
I want to give you one example. Like right now, I'm in Russia now. Even the Russian Union have created more than 5 countries from Russia. Can you hear me?
It's more than 30 something, not five. Oh. It's more than many, about 20 something or 30
And
something.
all those countries that came out from Russia, they have their own language. They have their own language, and Russia give them freedom. Like Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, they speak their own language. They have their own language. If you Google it online, Kazakhstan speak Kazakh, Uzbekistan speak Uzbekistan. But inside that Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan, you will still see some people speaking Russian. You understand? They came from Russia, give them freedom, and Russia give them independence, and they still respect Russia as their godfather, as everything. You understand? That's why uh, 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 Russia is challenging US in military now, because Russia Union, they are not alone. Many countries are as in stand on Russia back. You understand? So like that's why Nigerian people don't understand the meaning of Biafra. They think Biafra is only the Igbos. No, Biafra is not only the Igbos. If Biafra is only the Igbos, Nigerian government and the British have been
So hold on. My brother, let me write my number. I see your message. You say I should write my phone number. Please, if you have if you have pen there, please you can put down my number. My telephone number is I live in Germany. It's +49 17 49. I repeat again, my telephone number is +49 17 49 66 1566. Make I call the number again. So please, my phone dey inside my parlour. I dey inside kitchen dey do video. Huh? I hide for inside kitchen here dey do video. So I come stay here. So I call the number again. So if you know you live in a civilized world or Western world, if you want me I send you all those books, you must find me something. But if you know you live in Nigeria and are free of charge, I no go collect 1 cent for your hand. You understand? I no fit dey do that kind thing. Things are very expensive in Nigeria. I'm not selling anything, no. Just If you support me, so I will fit see money take join my own take buy another book. If I don buy am, I go come download am for PDF. Den you go still read am free of charge. Like dat red book. Dey say na 78 euro, $78 abi na dem dey sell am. So I need to buy am, download am so dat I fit dey send am for una una dey see una dey see the lie wey dey write for inside. So please thank you very much. Thank you very much. If you know you dey watch me on TikTok, you go fit still write me inbox. But I repeat o, if you dey live for Europe, anything wey your hand reach you go give me for Nigeria money. Na so dey take dey do am. Dat is it. Some pipu want to go and report me say I dey sell book. I am not selling book o. The only history book wey you go know, I will give you many, 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 so dat you fit understand the secret. So thank you very much. So if you have any question to ask me, you can ask before I go to sleep. Sleep no dey worry me o. Ilé ìbínú. No easy o, Adamu on point. Please want your handy number. I don already give you my handy. No whether you still dey there o. My telephone number is +49 1749661566. So thank you very much. Do you have anybody have any question to ask? You can ask now before we go offline. I repeat the telephone number again, +49. So na WhatsApp now dey call me, WhatsApp, no be direct call. Because if you call me for direct call, maybe I no go know. I don put the thing for the next speaker. Sleep don dey my eye o. So thank you. Ilé ìbínú dey no fit debate with Baba himself, na dem know